ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। श्लोका नंबर 32, 4th chapter। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच एवं बहुविधा यज्ञाः वितता ब्रह्मणो मुखे कर्मजान् विद्धितान् सर्वान् एवं ज्ञात्वा विमोक्ष्यसे श्रेयान् द्रव्यमयाद्यज्ञात् ज्ञानयज्ञः परन्तप सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ ज्ञाने परिसमाप्यते। This 4th chapter is called Dana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. The chapter for which yoga, the topic is Jnana Karma Sannyasa, renunciation of action through knowledge. So the main topic is that how by wisdom you can become free from the bondage of action. Action generally creates bondage if a person is ignorant and having wrong understanding about oneself and action. It creates punya papa, it creates anxiety. But if a person has got wisdom, then he is free from this bondage of action. Now, afterwards, Bhagavan wanted to show that all other sadhanas talked about in Shastra are meant for preparation. They themselves cannot give this moksha. Final means for moksha is dhanam, and therefore dhanam is being direct, it is superior to other means of knowledge. And for that he gave this comparison of dhanam with other sadhanas by presenting all the sadhanas as yajnas. Pranamaya yajna, then Shama yajna, Dhamma yajna, all yajnas. In our culture, yajna is a very, very important term. It is not merely an action of offering oblation to fire. Yajna represents dedication, offering. Offering with dedication. Any action done with the attitude of dedication is called yajna. And so all sadhanas were presented as yajna. And jnana yajna, knowledge also is yajna. And this jnana yajna is superior to other sadhana, that is said in the 33rd shloka. Dravyamayat yajnat jnana yajna shreyan. Shreyan means superior. What is superior? Jnana yajna. Jnana yajna means the ritual in the form of knowledge. So Jnana Yajna, there is no real fire involved. There is no fire and there is no ghee or there is no some the till etc. It is Yajna because the individual self is offered into Brahma Agni. In the fire of Brahman, this individual self is offered as it were, and therefore it is comparable to Yajna. Yajna is there where something is offered. What is offered? This ignorant, deluded jiva is offered into limitless Brahman. And offered means what? This deluded jiva, limited jiva, is understood to be limitless Brahman in its true nature. And therefore it is called Yajna. So Jnana Yajna means Yajna in the form of knowledge is Shreyan, is superior compared to Dravyamayat Yajnat. Compared to all the yajnas which are involving some materials. Whatever yajna you do, a Ganapati Homa you do, it will involve some laddu, modaka you have to offer, or laja, this what they call it, this white they offer. Aval, yes. So that aval, that white poha, yes, particular type of poha, that is offered. So is laja, is called laja. So that is offered. Your lajer yajate in Ganapati Athura Shishna. Puri, whatever, yes. So all of you understood, no? That's good enough. Top price. Okay, all of you understood, no? That's good enough. Anyway, we are not going to offer now. So we need not worry. By chance, if you have understood little bit different, no problem. So it will involve some dravya material. Ghee is a material. Sesame material. So Dravyamaya Yajna means the ritual involving material. And here Dravya is representative of activities also. So Dravyamayad Yajnat or Karmamayad Yajnat. The Yajna which is involving physical activities. Like you do this Manushya Yajna. In Manushya Yajna is not that you offer Manushya. People think that Manushya Yajna means we catch hold of one person, offer. Manushya Yajna doesn't mean offering the human being. Manushya Yajna means serving the human beings. Especially Atithi Pujanam is Manushya Yajna. It's a very beautiful concept that anybody comes to our place unasked, without appointment, without SMS or WhatsApp, he comes and we serve him or her food, water, and in olden days they used to have veranda. So that person will rest there. They don't let in outside. And that is called Atithi Yajna. That is called Manushya Yajna. So that Manushya Yajna involves some activities. Then we have got Bhuta Yajnas, where we take care of plants, we take care of other animals. That is called Bhuta Yajnas. Giving food to cow, crow, etc. That is Bhuta Yajna. So it is not that we have to offer the cow, etc. It is the offering to the animals. So all those yajnas, they may not be involving this fire, but still they are called yajna because it is a dedicated action. But they are involving karma. So Dravyamayad Yajna means the rituals involving the material and activities. Compared to them, Jnana Yajna Shreyan is superior. Superior means what? It is direct. It is direct means for moksha. Other means are not useless. but they are indirect means for moksha. For example, if you are hungry and you are alone, no Zomato or Swiggy or no, what they call? Swiggy, no available. Those things are not available. So what you have to do? You have to cook. Many of you might be doing cooking. So you are hungry. So you have to do what? Cooking. But if you do cooking, will your hunger go away? Will not go away. When will hunger go? When you eat what you have cooked. So Jnanam is like eating. It is the direct means for removing the problem of samsara, bondage. But at the same time, you cannot eat unless you have cooked. So all other sadhanas are not useless, but they themselves will not give moksha. That is what we want to say. People have got extreme stand. Either they dismiss Jnanam itself, or they will say we'll follow only Jnanam, will not work for anything else, no other sadhanas. Both are wrong. In life, extreme stand is always inappropriate. And therefore we understand the place of everything, give appropriate place to everything, understand the respective role of everything, and finally we attain the direct means, which is Jnanam, and that alone is the means for moksha. So just as for removing my hunger, eating alone is the direct means, cooking etc., cleaning the vessels, bringing the vegetables, cutting the vegetables, all of them are what? Indirect means. So all other sadhanas are indirect means and Jnanam is the direct means. And direct means is superior compared to indirect means. Why? Because all indirect means have their fulfillment only in reaching the direct means. Your cooking has paid off when you are able to eat. Imagine you cook and cook and cook, and at the end you are so tired you don't eat. So what is the use of it? So cooking has paid off only when you eat. Similarly, all sadhanas have paid off only when you get Jnanam. All other sadhanas are preparing you for getting Jnanam. They are leading you to Jnanam. And that idea is given by Bhagavan himself. Sarvam karma akhilam. All karma. Akhilam is all. Akhilam without any remainder. Sarvam karma, all karma without any remainder. Without any exception, all karmas parisamapyate are culminated. They culminate jnane, in knowledge, in attaining knowledge. Like all cooking pay off when you eat. They say the taste of pudding is in eating. Isn't it? However much you give me description how pudding is there, but finally I have to taste it. So similarly here, all cooking will pay off when you eat. Similarly, all sadhanas parisamapyate, they find their fulfillment in Jnanam. So this is a very, very, what is called, comprehensive statement. It says that Jnanam is the final base, but all other sadhanas are not useless. They have their culmination in Jnanam, and that Jnanam will give moksha. So Swami Paramarthanand very nicely says, he said, without Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga is not possible. If you do not follow the sadhana preparatory means, then Jnana Yoga is not possible, Jnanam is not possible. But without Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga is incomplete. It is something like without eating, your cooking is what? Incomplete. Many times, that's what is the people who are miserly, that is what happens. They keep on, spending their energy, time in collecting money. One house, second house, third house. They are so busy with that. And they don't have time and mind to enjoy what they have. Tolstoy's story you might have heard, that one person was given that you can have as much land as you can run. Whatever distance you cover till this sunset, that much land will be yours. Darshan said, wow. So he kept on running. He was hungry, tired. No, let me get some more land. More land. And in the evening what happened? He died. By the time he reaches some point, he died. That is, we laugh at this person, but we are maybe doing similar things. Busy collecting, and no time to enjoy. That's what this happens. This person buys a very nice, house on sea beach, and he doesn't have time. He will be always traveling to different countries. Where will he be sleeping? In the airport. He is sleeping in the airport, and his servant will be sleeping in the nice bungalow. And that's what happens. So similarly, all karma are useful, but they should lead you to knowledge. So you do your karma, all your sadhana in such a way that they lead you to gnanam. And once you have got gnanam, all karmas have paid off. So if you have gone through grihasthashrama life or not gone through grihasthashrama life, but you got the purity of the mind, some way or the other, by following one particular lifestyle, you got chitta shuddhi. Whether you got married and or did not get married. Some people remaining as a brahmachari, doing some seva to the society, they got chitta shuddhi. And that chitta shuddhi, the purity of the mind, is good enough for pursuing knowledge, got knowledge. Then getting married or not getting married doesn't matter. What matters is, person was ready and he got dana. It is something like, you made 300 runs or you made 250 runs, but you won the match. That matters. So whether this one or two mistakes happened and all this catch were missed and all this, finally you won the match. You did everything right, but the match you lost. So similarly, if you got gnanam, then whatever ashrama you had, Swamiji, I had 2 divorces, no problem. Still 3 divorces, 5 divorces, no problem. No, Swamiji, I could not get married. I wanted, could not get married. Doesn't matter. If you got chitta shuddhi, gnanam, everything has paid off. So don't look upon your life based on happenings. You see your life, how much you have learned and grown up from the experiences. That is what matters. Some people, they keep on living the same life and don't learn. At the age of 80, they are as immature as they were at the age of 15. So experience has not paid off. That's what, somebody in Gujarati, they say, that somebody wants to say that I am more mature. Listen to me. They will say, I have seen more Deepavalis. That is the expression. So elderly person will say, don't talk to me. I have seen more Deepavalis. Then one young man said, you have seen more Deepavalis, but I have burst more crackers. So that is what matters, I have got more experience. You have same life you have lived. Anyway, so all karmas have paid off when person gets gnanam. What is the gnanam? I am limitless, actionless Brahma. In this gnanam, the result of all gnanam also is included. And once this knowledge has come, the purpose of karma also is solved. And in this manner, parisamapyate. So parisamapyate has 2 ideas. One is that all karmas have paid off by taking the person to gnanam. And second is, the result of all karma are included in the result of dhanam. How? The result of dhanam is limitlessness. It's not a really result, but if at all we can call it result, it is limitless. And in limitless, the all limited result of karma are included. Karma has got limited result. So all limited results are included in the result of Jnanam, which is limitless Brahman. And therefore, Jnanam is superior. But one thing is, this Jnanam is superior is not meant for putting anybody down. I am a Jnana Yogi, you people are Karma Yogi, Bhakti Yogi, Raj Yogi, I am superior. It is not meant for that. If it creates superiority complex, then you have not understood the spirit of Bhagavan. It is something like a person who is cooking and person who is eating. The eating person is not superior to cooking person. The eating person is on the way to eating. A cooking person is on the way to eating. And therefore there is no superiority, the basis for superiority. So the person is cooking, now he will eat. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he also will eat. You are eating, you should not look at him, is he still cooking, I am eating. It's not that. So everybody has got his or her own pace, respect that. So right now, you may be in the 10th standard and the other boy is in 3rd standard, so you will be knowing more. But it doesn't mean it will remain like that. It may happen after a few years, he may be knowing more. So never have this superiority complex or inferiority complex based on the present condition. Everybody is on the way. And therefore, this idea of knowledge being superior is only to show that it is a direct means. It does not have any basis for any type of complex. So if you are following the sadhana of karma, never have the inferiority complex. See, I am doing only karma yoga. My Guruji told me to follow karma yoga. Whereas this person is asked to do Jnana yoga. So he is superior to me, I am inferior. There is no such thing. Everybody is on the way. And it is a pursuit of infinite. In infinite, what superior, what inferior? It is only a matter of time. And therefore, not for complex, but for the clarity of the place of the means, this statement is made that Jnana Yajna is superior. Now the question is, how to get this Jnana? When we praise some product, what is the purpose? Purpose is you get this product. Then immediately, how to get this product? So that is answered in the next sloka. How to get this Jnana? Product means knowledge. How to get this knowledge? That is said in the next sloka. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. It is a very popular sloka of the 4th chapter, even Bhagavad Gita, where it is said how to get this knowledge. For that we need to understand certain fundamentals about this knowledge. Any knowledge is gained by using appropriate means of knowledge. That is the first fundamental epistemological fact. Epistemology means the discipline of knowledge dealing with knowledge. It's called epistemology. So first epistemological fact is any knowledge is born of using the means of knowledge. Like you are seeing this Swami now. How? You are using your eyes. Your eyes are the means of knowledge. In Shastra it is called pramanam. So any knowledge called prama is born of using the means of knowledge. Second thing we specify, any particular knowledge will be born of using particular means of knowledge. Any knowledge cannot be born by any means of knowledge. Particular knowledge is born of particular means of knowledge. Suppose you want to hear some sound, music you want to hear. And if you do not use your ears, even though your eyes are very powerful, you cannot hear this music. So just because you have got means of knowledge, some means of knowledge, you will not get every type of knowledge. So particular knowledge requires particular means of knowledge. If my eyes are more powerful, ears are not working, then I cannot say that I will use my eyes for hearing sound. It's not possible. So you require particular means of knowledge. If you want to see very small object, virus, etc., you have to use microscope. You cannot use telescope. And you want to see distant stars, you cannot use microscope, you have to use the telescope. So appropriate means of knowledge is required. Now, for the self-knowledge, appropriate means of knowledge cannot be by perception. Why? Because self is behind these organs of perception. And therefore self being not available for perception cannot be known by eyes, ears, etc. Therefore you can never see the self. You cannot hear the self. You cannot smell the self. You cannot experience the smell of the self. So pratyaksha is not available, inference etc. are not available. Only means of knowledge is shastram is the means of knowledge. Shastram is like the mirror. People ask this question. He said, for knowing the self, why should we read outside book? We should look within. This is very common expression. For knowing the self, what you have to do? Self is inside, so you have to look within. Now the statement looks very good. For knowing the self within, you have to look within. Very good. Now how will you look within? You tell me. Will you turn your eyes? Can you do like this? So I will see. You cannot do it. No, Swamiji, I will put some scope. There are so many scope they have got. So I will put some scope and I will try to see what is within. If within the body, if you try, what is there? Only some heart is there, the lungs are there, this kidney is there, stomach is there, intestine, small, big, all these things are there. So how will you look within? No, Swamiji, look within means look within your mind. Don't say it, don't take like this, don't make fun of us. So, okay, look within. When I look in my mind, what do I see? Or raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, that are there. What is there? When you see, try to see what is there in my mind. You just sit, it's a good exercise, do it. What is there in my mind? So some plan will come. Or some what is called, anger will come, why this fellow did like this. Some pain will come. Oh, see, I should have married that fellow, why did I marry? After so many years, regret will come. Worries will come. That Swamiji keeps on doing class, whether lunch bell will go, what will happen? So, if you look within in your mind, also you find all this. And, no, Swamiji, in the mind, Atma is there, that Atma will be surfaced. See, Atma is not like a submarine. Okay? Like submarine is always below the sea water, and then afterwards all of a sudden it surfaces. Atma is not submarine. It is submarine philosophy. So, Atma is the truth of this knower. And therefore, if knower, I, knower, pramata, keep on asking, self, who am I? It will not give the answer. If you know the answer, you don't have to ask the question. And if you don't know the answer, even if you keep on asking the question, it will not lead to the answer. Suppose you do not know what is quantum physics. You try. What is quantum physics? What is quantum physics? Keep on asking. Will you get the answer? One day, Swamiji, that quantum physics, it dawned upon me. That doesn't happen. And therefore, look within has got no meaning unless you understand that You look within in the sense, introspect and analyze the content of I, this individual I, with the help of Shastra. If that is the meaning, if you are taking, look within means understanding the content of this individual I with the help of Shastra, then look within has got a meaning. Otherwise, simply you try to look within, what will you do? In fact, many times people spend lot of time getting carried away by such statements. Look within, just be yourself. How be myself? And thus, Shastra alone is Pramanam. Shastra is like a mirror. People ask this question, if I am the self, then how can I know myself with the help of outside Shastra? For that our answer, to see your eyes. What do you require? You require mirror. Mirror is outside the eyes or inside the eyes? Outside only. So, outside mirror can help you to see the inside eyes, eyes which are inside compared to the external mirror. So, first of all, let us not have allergy to the idea of Shastra being external means. External means can help us to understand internal things. And so, just as eyes are seen with the help of mirror, similarly, Atma is understood with the help of Shastra, which are like mirrors. But mirror also is to be operated properly. Suppose this is the mirror, this is the surface, and I am seeing like this. Will I be able to see? No. In fact, really, what practical situation happened here? We wanted to have the traffic mirror. You know what is traffic mirror? All of you know? Traffic mirror? The big, And because we sometimes we are coming from this place behind, and the car is coming from the gate, so we wanted, otherwise there will be accident. So we wanted to put traffic mirror. We ordered and our purchase manager brought. And we fixed also. And everybody said it is so dull, so dull. See, outside that person has got very bright. Our mirror is so dull, and we will change it. We'll buy higher quality. This is not good quality. The purchase manager was not there. Then we told that purchase manager was told that why did you buy this quality? This picture is so dull. We are not able to see the car, etc. properly. He said, what? You have to remove this protective film. Really? And all those people who are involved in doing this inquiry are highly educated people. They could not find out this. Only Guru, purchase manager Guru, he told that, see, remove. And really it came out so bright mirror, that is what we have fixed here. So even to use this safety mirror, called safety mirror, traffic mirror, you require some Guru. What to talk about the Shastra mirror? So mirrors, Shastra are the mirrors. But Shastra mirrors will be useful to us only when they are handled by Gurus. Generally we give this example. If you have a pen drive in which there is a music of Subbalakshmi, Subramaniam, Balasubramaniam, no, also musician. So all are there. But if you put it near your ear, pen drive, here, put it here, will you get music? When you put pen drive here, will you get music? You require a system. So Guru is like the system, with all buttons also. So, so Guru system you put the pen drive. Shastra is like a pen drive. So Shastra pen drive you put in the Guru system, then music will come. So Shastra themselves are the means of knowledge, but they will become the means of knowledge only when they are handled by, unfolded by the teachers. Therefore we require both. Like to get the music, listen to music, you require pen drive also, system also. Only system you have, pen drive is not there, you cannot do. Only pen drive, no system, then also you cannot do. You require both. So similarly, Shastra, the scriptures are the means of knowledge, but only when they are handled by, unfolded by the teachers. Why is it so? Because the sentences of Shastra are sometimes very cryptic and even looking contradictory. Shastra will say, the self is moving, does not move. Self is running all over, but remains stationary. Tadejati tannejati. And sometimes the statements are so cryptic, and the best example is Purnamada. Purnamadaha means what? That is whole. Adaha Purnam. Purnamidam, this is whole. Purnat Purnamudachyate. The whole comes out of the whole. Purnasya Purnamadaya. When you take the whole of the whole, Purnameva avashishyate. The whole remains. What did you understand? That is whole, this is whole. From the whole comes the whole. And when you take the whole out of the whole, what remains is the whole. Then Puja Swami used to say, HOLE remains. Yeah. WHOLE doesn't remain. The whole is revealed there, very beautifully revealed. But unless teacher unfolds, it cannot be understood. And therefore, we require to go to the teacher. So, if one wants to know the self, one has to go to the teacher. Some people have got allergy to going to the teacher. They say that why should we go to somebody? I am an intelligent person. You mediocre require teacher. I don't require. They will say like this. Because in our the college and all, our teachers, they did not complete syllabus. I remember when I was studying some subjects, our teacher came on whole semester only once. And he taught first very well we taught. We were very impressed. But afterwards, Yad Gatva Nivartante, he did not come. He went and did not come. In fact, some teacher, I used to go with my friend and ask the teacher to the staff room, will go and say, sir, class is there. sir, we have to, now class is there. So many teachers did not teach. Still, we completed syllabus and we got good marks. So we think that if we can handle this medical science, the computer science, engineering, if we can handle this, what is this Vedanta? Atma kaha, that's all. Sula, Shukma, Karan, that's all I can understand. That your arrogance itself will become an obstacle in understanding. Your reservation, your inhibition in going to the teacher itself becomes a block. And moreover, the subject matter is so subtle that one cannot get this without teacher. In fact, my humble submission is that with teacher, people are struggling. Without teacher, what? It is something like with walker also, person is falling down. Still not able to walk correctly. Then what to talk about walker? Without walker. So similarly here, teacher is a must for getting self-knowledge. Here people give the example, Raman Maharshi. Immediately Raman Maharshi. So Swamiji, Raman Maharshi did not have teacher. He got self-knowledge. But Raman Maharshi did not ask this question. Raman Maharshi did it come in, he did not ask. You are asking the question. See, to get the answer to this question itself, you require a guru. Why Raman Maharshi did not require a teacher, you don't have the answer to that question. So to get the answer to that question, do you require a teacher or not? You require a teacher. When for such a small thing you require a teacher, what to talk about Atma is, which is very subtle. Therefore, but Swamiji, still you have to give the answer, no? Raman Maharshi did not require teacher. So Raman Maharshi had already done that exercise of going to the teacher in the past janma. But Swamiji, I also might have done in past janma. Always, we for argument's sake, we will say, Swamiji, I also must have done. If you have done, you will not require. But the way you are asking question, you have not done it. Therefore, the teacher is a must. And that is said here, Tadviddhi. May you get that knowledge. How? By going to the teacher. And what should you do after going to the teacher? Pranipatena. Means salutation. You go to the teacher and do namaskara. But Swamiji, if I do namaskara, will I get knowledge? No. Namaskara itself will not give you knowledge. Namaskara will create the atmosphere of receiving knowledge. Your namaskara will invoke the teacher in the teacher. Other person is capable of becoming teacher, but he or she will be a teacher for you when he or she is seeing humility in you. And therefore pranipata, salutation, is an indicative of the humility of the person. Pranipata also indicates the attitude of surrender. In fact, generally pranipata means the salutation. By a man, when it is done, it is Sashtanga Namaskara. Means, Sashtanga means what? Ashtebhyaha ashtabhihi angaihi kritaha namaskara Sashtanga. So, salutation done with 8 limbs is called Sashtanga Namaskara. What are those 8 limbs? First of all, our head, Shirasa. First. Second is chest, Urasa. Then Vapusha, the trunk of the body. Then hands, Karabhyam. So 4 parts are the above. So head, the chest, trunk means the part below the chest, means our belly, etc. Hands. Then feet, Padbhyam. Janubhyam, knees. So how many are there? 6. 4 plus 2. And Gira. We use the word Namaskaromi. And Manasa, the mind. So these are the 8 limbs. 4 here, this head, then chest, trunk, hands, feet, knees, and mind and organ of speech. These are the 8 limbs involved in doing namaskara. And why 8 limbs? They are representative of the complete salutation. And this salutation, the Ashtanga Namaskara, is also called Dandavat Namaskara. Danda means stick. How the stick will be falling flat? Similarly, person falls flat. Means person is completely expressing his surrender. That is called Sashtanga Namaskara. And for women, because of the anatomy of the body, they have got 5 limbs, Panchanga Namaskara. Here some people, they do, ladies also some do Ashtanga Namaskara, they don't do. It is not a papam or something. But generally for women, the 5 Panchanga Namaskara. What are they? Bahubhyam, the arms. Janubhyam, knees. Shirasa, the head. Vachasa, the speech. And Drisha, or Manasa we can say, the eyes. So eyes are also bent down. So when they do Namaskara, these 5 limbs are involved. They are representative of the total body. So by Ashtanga Namaskara or Panchanga Namaskara, what do we express? Our humility and our surrender. What do we mean by humility? Humility is an expression of my particular understanding that in this field You know better, I need to know. I am ignorant in this field and you are knowledgeable. I accept your knowledgeability. I accept my ignorance in this field. Many people have seen one problem. They can't admit that they don't know. If anything you ask, they will try to go roundabout. They don't know the answer. Something but they will say without really giving the answer. They can't say I don't know. If you ask them what is the time for this bus, they say generally it will be 11:45. But you tell, do you know about it? No, I think buses will be 1 hour. So something like that. They cannot say I don't know. And without admitting ignorance, you cannot get knowledge. Admittance of ignorance is the first step to knowledge. Admit first. Many people have this problem and therefore they try to make up. They try to put a show that they know it. And if you do that, especially with a wise person, then what will happen? If you keep on showing off that you know this, it will not invoke a teacher in the teacher. You must have heard this story that one person goes to a learned man and he keeps on boasting about his achievements, his knowledge. Then the other person keeps quiet. The learned person keeps quiet. Then he said, how come you are not talking anything? Then he said, the learned person said, let us have tea. And tea, they brought 2 cups. And the cup was full of tea. And then the learned person kept on pouring tea. Then that person, the visitor said, why are you doing this? Cup is already full, why are you putting this tea? He said, that is what will happen to my statement to you. If I give any knowledge to you, it will come out. Why? Because you think you are full. When you think you are full, then everything I know it. This I know it without knowing is a very big obstacle in pursuit of knowledge. You need to have childlike innocence. When you do not know something, you express, oh, I don't know. It is a very big wealth, where you can admit your ignorance and you are ready to learn. Even an ordinary person will be very, very enthusiastic to tell you about what he knows. We can ask even the workers, is there? They will be knowing so many things which you do not know. Ask them. I ask them. They feel so happy. They give. In fact, generally when I talk, I do not give my own teaching. I keep on asking questions and I learn from them. So it is not that I only have to teach. They also can teach. I ask questions. And I ask very innocently and so much interest. People are so happy to share. So you invoke a teacher in the person. How? By your humility. Your expression of humility by pranipata. Never show up. Even if you know something in some field and teacher is talking, don't give that type of, I know it. Yes. Your approach should be, your expression should be, I would like to know more. And that is indicated by pranipata. Another thing is surrender to the teacher. What do we mean by surrender? Surrender means receptivity. Surrender means always giving benefit of doubt. The attitude is not to prove the teacher wrong. Attitude is to learn how teacher is right. Means giving this or having the sense of validity in the statement of teachers, that is called surrender. And you have this surrender, it is not something new. You have the attitude of surrender to your eyes. Your eyes are reporting, you have sense of validity. Similarly, this surrender in the form of having the sense of validity is indicated by pranipata. So it's very important. And I tell you, if you have somebody whom you can do namaskara, it is a big privilege. People think, oh, we have to do namaskara to our teachers. It is not a duty, it is a privilege. You have someone whom you can do namaskara. There are people who don't have, at least they don't find. Many times I tell people, if you can do Sandhya Vandanam, don't look upon it as duty. You feel privileged that I can do Sandhya Vandanam. Don't look upon oh, I have to do. It is a privilege. Like if you have to meet the Prime Minister, you have been looking for, it is a privilege. It is not that, oh, today I have to meet it with Prime Minister. You don't have this feeling. Similarly, if you can do namaskara to someone, it is a big privilege. If you find somebody whom you can surrender to, a big privilege. If you find somebody whom you can salute, you can prostrate with heart, means having the attitude of humility, if you can prostrate to somebody, it is a big privilege. Because many people don't find anybody to whom they can prostrate. Means तो हिंदी बोलते हैं दिल से, from the heart I can surrender to someone, I can salute to someone. It's a big privilege. It's not a small thing. So pranipata, the salutation to the teacher, is a big privilege. And then pariprashna. What is the second thing to be done by the disciple? First thing is, when he goes to the teacher, she goes to the teacher, does namaskara. And pariprashna means appropriate question. First time when he is going, he will ask question. Why should he ask questions? Two reasons. One is that if he asks questions about Atma, then only teacher will know what for you have come. Because many people go to Swamis for different reasons. Swamiji, my son is not getting married, my daughter is not getting admission, and all this. For different reasons people go. And therefore, by pariprashna, by appropriate question, you are making it clear what for you have come. In fact, sometimes people keep on talking so many things, and then I have to ask, what is your main purpose? You tell me, what finally you want to tell. So you make it clear by appropriately asking the questions. And another thing is, for a teacher there is a convention. What is the convention? Aprushtaha na bruyat. For a teacher there is a rule that if he is not asked about Atmajnanam, he should not talk about it. In fact, really speaking, this rule should be applied to everything. You should not give unsolicited advice. Don't become USA, unsolicited advisor. So become SA, South Africa, solicited advisor. Don't unsolicited. Your religious freedom is not there, this is not there. Interfering with the whole world. Don't become USA. So it's not that I have any problem with USA, but don't become USA. Unsolicited advisor. I keep telling people that, when they ask only, that not otherwise, that if you give more advice, your advice will have less value. By simple law of economics, what? When supply is more, price goes down. Yeah. So, in Shastra, it is specifically told that this Brahma Vidya should not be given unless asked. Na prushtaha kasyachit bruyat. If you are not asked, you should not be told. See, many times what happens, when you learn Vedanta, you are so thrilled about it. And therefore what? You start talking about Vedanta to your servant maid, your daughter-in-law, because your daughter-in-law has to keep quiet. So see, So, newly married, so you listen to Vedanta. So I learned this. Don't do that. One young girl was telling Swamiji, you are teaching Vedanta to my mother for 1 hour, but we have to listen to her for 23 hours. Don't make Vedanta cheap. Only asked, that much you tell. And that also tell minimum. Suppose somebody asks you, after you come out, how was the class? You should say what? Class was fine. Or not fine, whatever. But you should not say, you know what Swamiji said? All karmas are culminating into Jnanam. And he gave the example of cooking and eating and all. Then he said how to get this knowledge. He did not ask you all this. He asked you what? How was the class? Like if you are asked question, how are you? What should you say? Fine. You should not say today morning I got up 4:30, but constipation was there, so I took tea, coffee, but still stomach was not clean. All this you should not tell all this. You should simply say fine. You should not tell your story. See, in 1920 Swamiji, I used to eat raw brinjal. Now I am not able to eat anything. All this is not necessary. In life, if you want your words to be valued, speak as much as required. Tatreva vaktavyam yatra uktam safalam bhaved. In Shastra very beautifully said. He said one should speak only in that situation where your words will be fruitful. Many parents have this problem. Their children don't listen to them, but they cannot stop talking. They cannot remain without advising. Children have told, Appa, I don't need your advice. I am already grown-up person. I am already married. I also have a child. I am father. Now I don't require your advice. But no, you do this. Don't do this. Let us learn. So there is a convention, especially with reference to Atmak Dhanam, that without being asked, one should not tell. And therefore, student should ask for Brahma Vidya. Ask for Atmak Dhanam. He should present his question properly. And how proper question can be, that is given in a Vivek Chudamani text, very beautiful. Ko nama bandha kathame shagataha katham pratisthasya katham vimokshaha ko savanatma paramah katma tayor viveka kathame taduchyatam. 7 questions are asked. In one shloka, very comprehensively this inquiry is made. So you need not borrow that, but at least whatever is bothering you, that you should ask. Many times people say, Swamiji, people have this problem. People have this problem. People have this problem. Why are you come? Let people come. See, you go to the doctor. And doctor says, what's your problem? My wife has this problem. My son has got this problem. My father-in-law has this problem. Doctor will say, what is your problem, you tell. So similarly, what is bothering you, that you present to the teacher. In the context of Atmak Dhanam. That is called Pariprashna. And the next one is Sevaya. You serve the teacher in whichever way you can serve. Service to the teacher is showing the value of knowledge. In fact, in our tradition, service is first, then only knowledge is given. Like advance payment, some product, 100% advance they have to give, then only they will deliver. There are some very specific products, 100%. So here also advance payment. What? I value this knowledge. And anything which comes without a price or without paying for it, we lose value. Anything which is given free, many a times it loses value. And therefore, we express our value for knowledge by doing some seva. More about this we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.